Hello, good morning, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. You. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. It's hot, and actually this is a pretty good fan. It actually produces... That was a pure accidental thing. Wow. Huh. Not this way, but this way. Actually get a little bit of a gust. Huh. The more you know. Anyway, for links to the sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Xander, and you are you. Today is Wednesday, also known as Odin's Day, also known as Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022. Now, what happened on this date in history, you may ask? Well, I have the answers for you. In the year 8, Roman Empire General Tiberius defeated Dalmatians on the river Bathinus. Dalmatians on the river Bathinus. So it sounds like he just washed his dogs, and they were, like, very displeased about it. I don't know. Did Dalmatians exist back then? Who knows? I certainly don't, but dog breeders certainly do. Actually, you know what? When did Dalmatians happen? I guess. The first known written information about Dalmatian dog is from 1375. Okay. Well, you know, I'm gonna very uncharacteristically made because I don't much care for dogs, and the first link of today is going to be about Dalmatians. So. Well, learning more about dogs than I ever knew I actually wanted to. Moving on up into 1492, Christopher Columbus set sail on his first voyage with 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, from Palos de la Frontera, Spain, for the Indies, or India, essentially. 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Everybody knows that rhyme. 1798, during the Battle of the Nile, British Admiral Horatio Nelson forces the remnants of the French fleet to surrender, having decimated them 2 days in a row, concluding a decisive victory for the British, who captured or destroyed 11 French ships of the line and 2 frigates. Dang. That's big for back then. 11 ships, that's, you know, they had to hand make everything, you know. So that's a big deal. 1804, naturalist Alexander von Humboldt landed at Bordeaux, France, completing his 5-year expedition to Latin America. Huh. Alright. And 25 years later, in 1829, Gioacchino Rossini's last and greatest opera, William Tell, premiered at Salle Les Pelletiers in Paris. Huh. Interesting. 1900, Firestone Tire and Rubber Company was founded. Yep. And in the early 2000s, they were having some blowout sales. Yeah. 1909, Major League Baseball umpire Tim Hurst instigated a riot by spitting in the face of the A's second baseman Eddie Collins, who had questioned a call. 2 weeks later, Hurst was banned for life. Alright. Yeah, don't spit on people, man. Come on, that's just not cool. 1923, baseball games were canceled following the death of U.S. President Warren G. Harding. Well, that was... Okay, yeah, he died, but, like, don't cancel people's games, dude. Like, anybody who knows me, I'm not a fan of professional sports at all. But I'm very much more not of a fan of taking away people's enjoyment. So, yeah. Also in 1923, Vice President Calvin Coolidge became the 30th U.S. President upon the death of President Warren G. Harding. Yep. Alright. 1930, for the second time in the year, Phillies outfielder Chuck Klein hit safely in 26 straight games, run halted in second game of doubleheader versus Boston Braves. Just 4 years later, 1934, Adolf Hitler merged the offices of German Chancellor and President, declaring himself Führer, or leader, in German. So... Yep. 1936, U.S. sprinter Jesse Owens won the 100-meter in 10.3 seconds in front of Adolf Hitler in a famous race at the Berlin Olympics, first of 4 gold medals of the Games. Yeah, like, I keep referring to Bill Burr, his bit about Adolf Hitler and the Olympics, and you really gotta go give that a watch after this show, obviously. But like, go search for it real quick, get it in the lineup, you know, and then come right back. Anyway, 1939, Jean Genet's Ondine premiered in Paris. 1941, Joe DiMaggio went 0-4 in a Yankees 6-2 loss versus St. Louis Browns, ending his on-base streak of 74 games, the second in Major League Baseball history. 1943, General George S. Patton slapped a U.S. GI in the hospital, accusing him of cowardice. Yeah, you know, that's when all this liberal crap started happening, you know. Some of these people today need a lot more than a good slap to the face, tell you that. You know, we need Patton back to set us right. And MacArthur, we need him too. 1944, Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration camp gassed 4,000 gypsies. Now there's a lot of debate about the gassing thing, because the majority of these camps didn't even have gas chambers, and the ones that did, they're not built to take out 4,000 people at once. You know, or even throughout a day. So, and I just realized that hopefully my mic has been picking up. Yes, it has, but my mic was muted on Discord. So, but thankfully there's nobody here. So, anyway, 1948, the Negro League veteran pitcher Satchel Paige, age 42, debuted in Cleveland after controversial signing. Went on 7 innings in a 5-3 win versus Washington. Yep. 1952, Italian Ferrari driver Alberto Ascari clinched Formula One World Drivers' Championship by winning German Grand Prix at the Nuremberg. Ah, that's cool. We have some music history today. 1968, 100,000 attended a 2-day Newport Pop Festival in Costa Mesa, California. Performers included Alice Cooper, Canned Heat, the Chambers Brothers, Country Joe and the Fish, Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Sonny and Cher, Steppenwolf, Tiny Tim, The Animals, Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane, Quicksilver, Messenger Service, and The Byrds. Ooh, that is one hell of a lineup. One hell of a lineup. Man, you know, I wish we had stuff like that today, but all we have is like Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, the Black Eyed Peas, Kanye West. All garbage. 1971, Paul McCartney announced the formation of his group Wings. Alright. 1 year later, 1972, British Premier Edward Heath proclaimed an emergency crisis due to dock strike. Huh. They were striking at the docks. 1974, guitarist Jeff Baxter quits Steely Dan and joins the Doobie Brothers. Ah, okay. Steely Dan. Who's the real Dirty Dan? 1979, Sam Snead, at the age of 67, 2 months and 7 days, set the record for the oldest player to make the cut in a major PGA championship at Oakland Hills Country Club. So that is the oldest person. I should probably sign my dad up. He'll destroy that record. 1981, 13,000 air traffic controllers of PATCO began their strike. U.S. President Ronald Reagan offered an ultimatum to workers. If they do not report to work within 48 hours, they have forfeited their jobs and will be terminated. How about no, you asshole? You know, like, these people have every right to strike. So, you know, hear them out and don't just, you know, Hitler them. You know, because that's a Nazi move right there. You know, actually, I guess the Nazis would have just terminated them right there on the spot, but whatever. 1986, Willie McCovey, Bobby Dwyer, and Ernie Lombardi were inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. Nice. 1989, future Baseball Hall of Fame left fielder Rickey Henderson set an American League mark of 50 stolen bases in 9 of his first 11 seasons in Major League Baseball. Yep, same face I have. Pretty good, not bad. 1992, Unforgiven, directed by Clint Eastwood and starring Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, and Morgan Freeman, premiered in Los Angeles, later to receive the Academy Awards Best Picture of 1993. Huh. 1996, 5-time Tour de France winner Miguel Indurain of Spain won the 52.2K road time trial in 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 5 seconds. 12 seconds ahead of countryman Abraham Olano and the Atlanta Olympics. At the Atlanta Olympics, okay. Also in 1996, U.S. Andre Agassi won the men's singles tennis gold medal at the Atlanta Olympics, beating Spaniard Sergi Bergera 6-2, 6-3, 6-1. In 1998, Irish band Boyzone released their best-selling single, No Matter What, composed by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Jim Steinman. Moving on up into 2001, The Princess Diaries, starring Anne Hathaway in her film debut, was released nationwide. Also in 2001, U.S. President George W. Bush signed into law the Iran and Libya Sanctions Act, or ILSA, Extension Act of 2001. 2003, British Open Women's Golf at the Royal Lytham and St. Anne's Golf Club. Annika Sorenstam of Sweden won by one stroke from Sari Pak, completed career Grand Slam for Sorenstam. Alright. 2004, the pedestal of the 2004, the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty reopened after having been closed since September 11, 2001 attacks. Got the muffin mouth today. 2006, Barry Bonds' 715th Major League Baseball home run ball moved him past Babe, run for second all-time, fetched $220,100 at an auction. Man, that's an expensive ball. 2008, Morgan Freeman was injured in an automobile accident near Ruralville, Mississippi, when his car flipped over several times on the highway. Dang, that's terrifying. God, surprised he didn't get a heart attack. 2012, U.S. super swimmer Michael Phelps won the 100-meter butterfly in London to take his all-time Olympic gold medal tally to a record of 17. Now, see, I know my source is liberal because this guy got busted for weed, and they're still praising this guy. And liberals love weed, but as soon as you do something steroids, they get all over you like flies on shit. You know, poor Michael Phelps, not Michael Phelps, poor Lance Armstrong. That guy just gets dragged through the mud. 2015, Chilean-born author Isabel Allende received the U.S. Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama. Who cares? Obama, piece of shit. Also in 2015, U.S. President Obama unveiled his clean power plan to cut greenhouse gases. Those stupid liberals. 2017, Brazilian soccer forward Neymar transferred from FC Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain for a world record transfer fee of €222 on a 5-year deal. Okay. 2017 as well, Camila Cabello released her single Havana, the biggest song worldwide in 2018, with 19 million copies sold. And have you seen somebody did an edit with Donald Trump with all of his speeches, had him sing Havana? It's actually pretty good. Also in 2017, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani was elected for the second term as president. I have to say, that's a really nice, clean beard he's got going there. 2021, just last year, singer Tony Bennett celebrated his 95th birthday with Lady Gaga in the first of 2 farewell performances at Radio City Music Hall in New York City. Lady Gaga really looks weird in that picture. She's not wearing anything strange. She looks normal. It's not right. No. Anyway, before we move on to the bursts and deaths, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most, audience? Open up a dialogue in the comments section. Let's talk. Anyway, in 1181 we have Elisha Otis. He was the American founder of the Otis Elevator Company and inventor of a safety device that prevents elevators from falling if the hoisting cable failed. He was born in Halifax, Vermont, dying in 1861. Look at that beard, nice little right at the end, But yeah, the inventor of the elevator. In 1867, Stanley Baldwin was born on the state. He was a British Prime Minister for the Conservative Party, 1923 through 24, 24 through 29, and 35 through 37. Born in Bewdley, England, dying in 1947. Alright, so he had 10 years of retirement. That's pretty good. 1887, Rupert Brooke was born. She was a British World War I poet. Lithuania and the Soldier, born in Rugby, England, dying in 1915. He was British. 1900, John T. Scopes was a U.S. teacher convicted for teaching evolution. Scopes' monkey trial in 1925. Born in Paducah, Kentucky, dying in 1970. Yeah, that's a cool hat. He He looks like a cool dude. I'd like to have a talk with him about evolution. Tony Bennett, born in 1926, Benedetto, a U.S. Grammy and Emmy Award-winning pop and jazz singer. I left my heart in San Francisco, was stepping out with my baby, and a painter, born in Long Island City, Astoria, New York. Then we have Martin Sheen in 1940. Ramon Estevez, he is a U.S. actor, Badlands, The West Wing, born in Dayton, Ohio. Martha Stewart, of course, in 1941, is a U.S. business magnate and TV personality who founded Martha Stewart Living Omni Media, which is multiple medias, or all medias, born in Jersey City, New Jersey. Huh. Well, that's weird. Well, that explains things. Marcel Dion, born in 1951, is a Canadian NHL center for the LA Kings and New York Rangers, born in Drummondville, Quebec, Canada, of course. 1963, we have James Hetfield. He is a U.S. heavy metal rocker from Metallica, born in Downey, California. Cool. Tom Brady was born on this date in 1977. He is a U.S. NFL quarterback, 7-time Super Bowl, 2001, 2003, 04, 14, 17, and 18 for the New England Patriots. TB Buccaneers for 2020, NFL MVP for 2007, 10, 17, and a 14-time Pro Bowl. Born in San Mateo, California. Dang, that's a hell of a rep sheet right there. Ryan Loschitz, born on this date in 1984. He is a U.S. swimmer, 12-time Olympic medalist, born in Rochester, New York. Moving on into deaths, we have Richard Arkwright, died on this date in 1792. He was an English industrialist and inventor, created the spinning frame, built Cromford Mill, died at the age of 59. So what is a spinning frame? Let's see here. Spinning frame. Okay. What does the spinning frame do? This became known as the water frame, which used water power at... okay, so he used the mill. Okay. So, well, that's interesting. That's a really cool invention. We also lost Joseph Conrad on this date in 1924. He was the Polish-British writer for The Heart of Darkness, died at the age of 66. Then Colette, 1954, actual name is Sidonie Gabriel, a French novelist for Vagabond, died at the age of 81. And Henri Cartier-Bresson, 2004, French photographer, died at 95. 2008, we lost Alexander Solzhenitsyn. He was a Russian writer, died at the age of 89. Look at that Abraham Lincoln scraggly beard. Like, wow. And that concludes the show. Once again, you can check the underbar, the description, for anything that you may find interesting. Includes, but not limited to, everything Omni Coalition, Sohan's Twitch, Muffin's YouTube, and all the other things and yada yada. Anyway, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time. For all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander, and you are you. And until you catch us tomorrow, do not forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles! Let's go, Brandon.